In this video, I will show you how to count cells that contain errors in Excel like this. So let's get started. Here in this Excel sheet, I have some data in this column. As you can see, some of the cells contain errors. Now I want to count the cells containing errors. To do that, we can use the ISERROR function. The ISERROR function returns true if the value is an error and false if it is not. This function accepts only one argument, which is the value we want to check. To count the cells that contain errors, I am going to use the ISERROR function along with the SUMPRODUCT function. Here is the formula to do that. Here I have passed the range of the cells as the argument of the ISERROR function. Since there are 7 cells in the range, the ISERROR function returns an array of 7 elements containing true and false values. The true value is returned when the cell in the range contains an error, and the false value is returned for the cell that does not contain an error. For example, the second cell in the range contains an error. So the second element of the array returned by the isNumber function is true. Now I am going to count the array elements having true values. For the SUMPRODUCT function to work, we need to convert these true and false values to 1 and 0 respectively. I did that by applying the double negative minus minus. After applying the double negative, we get an array of 7 elements containing 1s and 0s. Finally, the SUMPRODUCT function sums up the array elements, and the result of that is 3. As you can see, we now have the count of the cells containing errors. We can also use the ISERROR function instead of the ISERROR function to count the cells containing errors. The ISERROR function returns true if the cell contains an error except an error. Here is the formula to count the cells containing errors using the SUMPRODUCT and ISERROR functions. However, keep in mind that the ISERROR function returns false for the an error. Instead of counting the cells containing all error types, we can also count the cells containing individual errors. For example, we can count the cells containing only value errors. To do that, we can use the COUNTIF function. Here is the formula to do that. Here I have specified the range of the cells as the first argument of the COUNTIF function and the error string as the second argument. As you can see, we now have the count of these individual errors. Watch these videos to learn more Excel tips, tricks and how-to tutorials. If you found this video helpful, please like the video and subscribe to our channel.